My name is Janet Morley, aka also known as Grandma Bob. And today I am starting something new with you that has come into my life that I think may be something that is a good possibility in your life as well. And in the past, what I've been doing and what my focus has been is on being Grandma Bob. And I put together a website called grandmabob.com, meaning a grandmother's vision, teaching the art and science of holistic lifestyles to heirs of our planet. So that was all focused on how do I teach my grandkids, the little tips and tricks for eating healthfully, living healthfully, mindfully, conservatively, all the parts of sustainable living. Well, recently I've been going through kind of my own evolutionary process, and what I have begun to realize that was really kind of absent in my life, I was doing all the wholesome, healthy, wellness kind of living, but one of the areas that I wasn't focused completely on was the wellness of my mind, my spiritual and mental, emotional beingness. So knowing that, I've been attracting some very exciting things into my life. There has been a brand new business called Empower Network, which is truly empowering my life and the lives of many around me, most especially my beloved family. And then in addition to that, in parallel with that, I go to a spiritual center and they started a class on prosperity. So I'm calling this little program that I'm putting together Fireside Kitchen, not Fireside, but Kitchen Chats with Janet Morley, aka Grandma Bob. And that's really in memory of, or kind of following the ideas behind Roosevelt's Fireside Chats that he conducted between 1933 and 1944, when the U.S. was in such, the whole world was in such a state of kind of what it's going through now, except in a much deeper level, the Great Depression and then World War II. And he won over the hearts and minds and unified peoples, literally, thousands upon thousands, millions around the world. So I thought I would pattern that a little bit by calling it Kitchen Chats. And I'll explain the reason for that a little bit more. What that really means to me is, how do we lift each other up? How do we live really in a state of wholeness? And wholeness is about a new subject that really I hadn't thought about or really paid close attention to, and it's called prosperity. So interestingly, a class just came up in this very special center that I attend, and the name of it is called What is True for Me About Prosperity. So I thought over the next few weeks that I would share some of what I am learning that I think is pretty universal and you might find interesting and might kind of propel you into some thoughts about your own recognition of prosperity in your life, or recognition of perhaps lack and where you want more of it. So what I'm going to start with, it's the whole thing from deserving to paying attention to your surroundings. It's really the whole gamut of what prosperity looks and feels like in your life. But what struck me last week, this Wednesday, was lesson number, I think this is week 4, and we'll get to 1, 2, and 3 in successive series. It's called, written by Wayne Muller, Attending to What We Love. And essentially it says attention is a tangible, measurable part of love. Whatever receives our time and attention becomes the center of gravity, the focus of our life. This is what we do with what we love. We allow it to become our center. So what is the center of your life? Well, I had to ask myself that question. It was part of class participation. And what I found was that center is right here where I'm standing, is my kitchen. And it isn't just about cooking food for our family. It has come to me way more than that. It's symbolic in some senses and very real and meaningful in others. Symbolic in that this isn't where I intended to be 12 years after we purchased a home in an area that I didn't really see as being permanent. And working in a small kitchen space that I didn't intend to be my forever most beautiful, grand dream kitchen. There is no dishwasher, it's very small, it's just not my dream. But I'm realizing, looking at prosperity, that I have manifested this. And out of this really has come a life that I do love, that I do feel prosperous about. But what I'm going to allow it to do is become the center from which dreams will grow. And let me explain a little of what I mean. When I say love, I look around and all that comes out of this kitchen is all about how I love the people so dearly in my life. This pot, for example, is kind of a symbol. Yesterday I took it full of soup for a dear friend who's going through some very serious critical illness issues, unwellness at this moment issues. And I brought it back later and filled it full of food for my grandchildren who joined us for dinner, who have been joining us for dinner the last many weeks since they came to Phoenix from Idaho. So this is definitely symbolic and an outpouring of love. It's a lot of work, and sometimes when I'm chopping, my sister always laughs. She loves the sound of chopping. She knows that I'm cooking something. But it's, as I say, symbolic of the life that I'm leading, and I will share in a minute what the expansive idea is ultimately. Maybe you can relate. Kitchens may not be your center of the universe. It could be your desk and your writing. It could be your workplace. It could be your garden. It could be, I don't know what it is. I'd love to hear what it is for you. But again, outpouring of love. My mother-in-law, it took quite a bit, but she is coming to visit us this weekend, and I will be making her favorite brownies. So that is definitely an outpouring of love and the center of my universe, and a way to show my love and appreciation. I'm nourishing myself, and I make this for my husband as well. A green smoothie drink every day. So that is a showing of love, not only to the one I love, my husband, but for me. So prosperity, the dream that I will share is, this is kind of a funky kitchen. It's not my ideal. It's not the expansive place that I would like to serve hundreds, that I would like to have global connections. But that's what I'm envisioning from this little place. And in order to do that, I'm sharing this with you on a blog. And the blog is an Empower blog, brand new, called Blog Beast. And it's going to allow me to instantly talk to you, or talk to you just by video, by audio, or just texting with a picture and getting it out up to all the blogs that I'm going to post, and my husband, to get ourselves out there and to create residual income so we can make this a global kitchen and a global dream. So I'd love to share all of this. I'd love to hear your story. I have many stories, as I know you do. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to share mine, and again, interactively, when you join, when you click the button and you hear more about this wonderful invention, actually kind of a dream come true for me, but two young men under the age of 30 came up with it, the Blog Beast, part of Empower Network, and it's just been launched, and it's all a mobile application. So if you are interested in joining me and listening more and sharing more about ideas on prosperity and how you can bring that forth into your life, please join me in future blogs. Thank you for listening, and remember, feed your body, feed your mind, and feed your spirit. Thank you. I look forward to having you with me soon. Bye-bye.